On November the 2nd, 2018, I released this video. In it, I tear down Eric Dubay's ridiculous reasons as to what he believes are the cause of the seasons on his imaginary space pizza. Yet here we are, over a year and a half later, and Eric has finally responded to it. And apparently, judging by the comments, he's made me look a bit silly. Hello all and welcome along to another episode of Flat Earth Friday with me, Simon Dan. Thank you very much for joining me. Yes, we are back with self-proclaimed Flat Earth guru Eric Dubay as he responds to my original video on seasons, which was an original response to his video. I'm curious as to why it's taken this long, as may you be as well. But this is going to be a three-part series because we are going to completely take apart his entire video. Should we see what all the fuss is about? Yeah, let's do it. Come on then, Eric. Debunk away.
In the flat Earth model, the Sun and Moon luminaries revolve around the Earth once every 24 hours for the Sun and approximately 25 hours for the Moon, illuminating like spotlights the areas over which they pass. The Sun's annual journey from tropic to tropic, solstice to solstice, is what determines the length and character of days, nights, and seasons. This is why equatorial regions experience almost year-round summer and heat, while higher latitudes north and especially south experience more distinct seasons with harsh winters.
So the seasons are caused by the Sun periodically moving closer and further away from the North Pole. Right, okay. This photo is of a solar analemma, taken at exactly 7:30 AM from the exact same location all year round. If your confident explanation of the movement of the Sun is correct, why then does the Sun not change size throughout the year? Surely if the Sun is physically moving away from you as the year progresses, it should look smaller, should it not? I'll give you a clue as to why it doesn't. Because your explanation and your model is wrong.
Well, to begin with, many other annual solar analemma time-lapse photos taken at the same time of day over the course of a year do show the Sun changing its apparent size. So a better question is, why have you, sci-fi scam man Dan?
Ah, good one. Not heard that one before. Anyway, yes, your better question.
Cherry-picked this one particular picture where the Sun doesn't change its apparent size. Why have you ignored all analemma photos that do show size changes and only presented your audience with one such picture where it doesn't?
Well, I didn't. Because if you search solar analemma, like this, then you'll see that almost every single example shows a Sun that doesn't change size. So that begs the question, why are you cherry-picking the one that you think does change size? Something which is more likely down to the conditions on each particular day that the photo was taken. Also, why are you saying annual solar analemma? The word analemma itself makes us understand that it's a picture taken over the course of a year. You are clueless on the subject, and we're about to see why a little bit more in a bit.
Furthermore, if the picture you chose is authentic, then how do you explain the fact that the entire solar disk can be seen in front of the building obscuring the corner of the roof on July 5th?
What photo are you looking at? The entire solar disk, he says. Of course it is, Eric.
The same thing happens on the undated Sun appearing between December 22nd and January 1st, which appears closer than the tree in the foreground.
So you're saying out of all the solar analemma pictures out there, I chose the one that was faked. Makes perfect sense.
In reality, the Sun does change its apparent size all the time, based on a variety of atmospheric conditions and atmospheric lensing. When light of any kind shines through a dense medium, it appears larger, or rather gives a greater glare, at a given distance than when it is seen through a lighter medium. This is more remarkable when the medium holds aqueous particles or vapor in solution, as in a damp or foggy atmosphere.
Whew, that was a huge amount of word salad there, wasn't it? Yes, the Sun appears different sizes due to refraction, but it usually looks larger during sunrise or sunset. The moment where the Sun is supposed to be further away from you than it was at midday on your flat Earth. That really doesn't make any sense, does it?
You can see this by standing within a few yards of a street lamp and noticing the size of the light. On going away to many times the distance, the light upon the atmosphere will appear considerably larger. This phenomenon may be noticed to a greater or lesser degree at all times, but when the air is moist and vapory, it is more intense. It is evident that at sunrise and at sunset, the sun's light must shine through a greater length of atmospheric air than at midday, besides which the air near the earth is both more dense and holds more watery particles in solution than the higher strata through which the sun shines at noonday.
And that causes you a bit of a problem here, Eric. You've actually debunked yourself here, and I'll explain why very shortly.
And hence the light must be dilated or magnified as well as modified in color. So the sun, as it sets towards the horizon, from a viewer's perspective on Earth, simultaneously gets bigger due to the reason given above, and smaller due to the law of perspective. The net result is what you see. Notice how the distant lights have a brighter and bigger glare even though they're further away. Many contributing factors, including wavelength, diffraction, air pressure, air temperature, width of aperture, altitude, humidity, and clarity, all contribute to the net result.
Diffraction, what is that? You can't even pronounce the phenomenon that you're referring to. It's like you Googled a list of optical phenomena and then included them all in your script. Hilarious.
The amount to which the sun and moon will be magnified, due to the above reasons, and shrink due to the law of perspective, will depend on all of the above. eNature.com writes, "The moon's warm color when seen at lower angles is caused by the relatively larger amount of atmosphere through which one is observing it as compared to when the moon is right overhead. This additional atmosphere scatters the bluish component of the light of the moon, making the low-lying moon appear redder to the observer's eyes. If you look later when the moon is higher above the horizon, you'll see it appears much whiter than earlier in the evening."
And here is your magic moment, Eric. Take a look at this picture. Look at the immense amount of atmosphere you need to look through in order to see the sun at sunset. On a flat Earth, because of its flatness, then the amount of atmosphere you'd have to look through at sunset would be no more than you would at midday. Therefore, by your own admission, a flat plane will not supply you with enough atmosphere to see through in order for the light to be refracted enough to give you the nice warm colours on the moon. In addition, the solar analemma causes you other problems as well. Look at this particular one, taken from India at a latitude of 17 degrees north, right in between the equator and Tropic of Cancer. If the sun moves as you suggest, Eric, then why does this analemma show the sun only in a southerly direction? Surely the sun should track from the south to the north as it moved between the equator and the Tropic of Cancer at this location in India. I'll tell you why it doesn't. Because your model is 100% incorrect. I'd like to see you explain that one away. Dear oh dear, a shocking start for Eric there. I wonder if he can make a recovery in part 2. I doubt it. I wonder as well if his response to this one will be another 18 months in the making. Who knows? Now this is the point in all 3 videos where I'm going to offer a chance for Eric to debate live on my channel. MC Toon is an incredibly good debater and he is ready, willing and able to debate you on what causes the seasons. The gauntlet has officially been thrown down in front of everyone. Right, that wraps up another Flat Earth Friday, and what a belter it was. Thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate it. If you liked it and enjoyed it, then please do smack the like button and subscribe as well. I have been Simon Dan. Have yourselves a fantastic weekend, and I'll see you all on Tuesday, where we'll be looking at a little bit of astronomy. See you then.